Hello, Senior Stoner fans. It's the real Senior Stoner and Sugar Magnolia here for your diamond dab of the day with the Puffco Peak Pro. Hello, everybody. Thanks for joining us. As always, you know what to do when you enjoyed today's video. Hit the subscribe button, send a like, and I respond to all those comments, like how beautiful my Sugar Magnolia is. See you soon, Sugie. What a good girl she is. Hello, everybody. Thanks for being here. You ever heard that term? You gotta make the best out of a bad situation. We've all heard the term. We've all had those times. But you know what? Sometimes we freeze. Sometimes we just can't do it. So today I want to talk about ways that we can make the best out of bad situations. Simple ways. Let's get started. Life is full of ups, down, and sideways. Certainly you can have great days, but we're all inevitably going to encounter difficult situations along the way, frankly, that can put our whole world off track. Whatever the setback or challenge is that makes us feel discouraged and overwhelmed. We often get consumed with negative energy, and it makes those bad situations even worse. And you know what? Tough situations can get the best of us. So it's important to remember that there are tools and ways that we can make the most of them. It's a positive mindset that we got to start with, positive steps. We can navigate through it. Whether it's adversity and difficulty, we can become stronger and better. Here's how I think we need to look at it. We got to accept what's happening, acknowledge the situation, and do your best to recognize the circumstances. That's right. Denial just going to make a difficult time worse. Release the total control concept. We all feel the need to grip the steering wheel of a situation when we feel out of control. But you know what? You've got to have some control for sure. But the only way to get through those tough things is to just take your hands off that wheel and release that tension and handhold. Take a breath and step back. And that involves maintaining a positive attitude, even though bad things are happening. What it allows us to do simply is move through those bad things more gracefully. We change our perspective. The first time we see something bad and have it happen, we tend to see it through the lens that we see everything else, because we're who we are. But the next time we see it, because we've now thought about it, gone through what we feel and think, we can look at a situation that's difficult in a different angle. You can see it in different eyes. You want to lean on a support system when difficult things are happening. Give those people a chance to help you. Practice self-care. Prioritizing your own well-being is very important. Whether it's taking a bath, proper grooming, going to the gym, your mental health. It's critically important that we take care of us and also set those little goals, because every big problem can be worked through effectively with small bites. Every monster situation can be broken down to manageable steps. Remember, pat yourself on the back as much as you can when you accomplish each little tidbit. And that bad day, that bad situation, you're going to learn from it. In the end, we all learn from the bad experiences. So find meaning. That's right. Look for purpose and meaning in the situation. Squeeze that turnip. Squeeze that stone. And be flexible. Be adaptable to adjusting our plans, our expectations to fit the circumstances. We might have to. Think about it. After all our hard work, it becomes futile. Trying to keep everything just as you want it. It's not like that in the world. We've got to adapt and be grateful. Yes, it's hard to believe when things are going difficult and you're in a bad situation. What am I grateful for? You're grateful because when you're finished with the difficult situation, you'll have a long story to tell your friends and relatives. Hey, you know what? Seek professional help if you need to. I've had a therapist for over 20 years. Practice the mindfulness we talk about, meditation, and connect. Connect with people. That's right. I'm not saying go to a big party. What I'm saying is take a step back into the public. A lot of us who are by ourselves during days have lost the skill set to interact with others. Engage. Find a support group. Be a volunteer. Remind yourself that you are not alone. And always search for that silver lining in the situation. That bad situation you got to make the best of, guess what? There's a positive aspect or an opportunity there somewhere. Think about how terrible situations end up with us on our feet looking okay. God rest her soul, my sister used to say, Senior Stoner, you have a knack. You fall into crap and come out looking like a rose. So it wasn't because of me being special. It was because I had that attitude that if I got hit, I'd get back up. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. And learning new skills was always important to me. And you know what I found? That learning new skills around bad situations helped me navigate through them. It empowered me to have a little more knowledge and develop or hone an existing skill. We must learn to take breaks. The life people are on is like a hamster wheel sometimes, and they can't stop, okay? When you're on a big issue and it's a big problem and you're tackling it head on, it's like this. The best thing you can do sometimes, take a break. I learned in business that every hour you need to work 50 minutes and take a 10-minute break during training, or else nobody's going to pay attention to you. When things get bad, it's a difficult situation to turn it around, bring your routine into it. If you're out of whack and out of sync, go back to your routines. Go back to something simple that you do every day. Getting up, brushing your teeth, washing your face, eating breakfast. Practice self-compassion, for God's sake. Be kind to yourself. Our emotions are valid, but good people and great people feel and think difficult things. So we have to constantly remind ourselves that we're okay. We need to show ourselves understanding and care and forgive ourselves for the turmoil we might have caused. Everything will be okay. And ultimately, as we move through the difficult situation and make the best out of a bad one, we may end up being creative. It might bring us to focus on the future. We might have learned wonderful, wonderful lessons from the bad situation. So we now set goals. We now get to visualize future beyond the bad situation. Remember, the bad situations and the life challenges aren't meant to break us. They're meant to shape us. Remember, shift your perspective. Life will throw you a curveball constantly, but you can do it. You can get out of the way of that curveball just by seeing it a little bit differently. Come on, Sugar, I'm doing a video. Sugar, please. There might be somebody at the door. Sorry for Sugar barking. Sugar, please. Come to Daddy. Definitely somebody walking up my step. Have a great day, everybody. And remember, you can turn around any bad situation. Cheers.